Ottawa has rejected Toronto's request to decriminalize small amounts of hard drugs for personal use. The reason, concerns over public health and safety. CBC's Albert Delatella has the details.
Ellen, a major reason that Ontario, for the rejection here by the federal government that they're citing is Ontario's rejection of Toronto's plan. And this all has been very contentious. And it all goes back to January of 2022. That's when Toronto made its initial proposal to Health Canada. And that was with an aim to combat the overdose crisis. And it called for the decriminalization here of the possession of small amounts of controlled drugs to be paired with a number of more direct public health responses. And you can see some of those numbers there on the left of your screen there, just how the scale of the drug crisis, including not just in Toronto, but also across the country. The federal addictions minister, Yara Saks, she said Toronto's plan didn't do enough to protect public health or maintain public safety. We spoke last night with Zoe Dodd. She's with the Toronto Overdose Prevention Society, and she told CBC News that really a lot of politics are at play here.
They're playing political football with people's lives, and our crisis is only going to escalate. I mean, even yesterday, someone I know died. Last week, someone I know died. People I've worked with for 20 years are dead. Whole communities are being annihilated. And that's from the toxic drug supply. So what they're saying to people in Canada is you have to go to organized crime. You have to still go get your drugs from this underground illicit market where it is not regulated.
The rejection here comes just weeks after BC got the approval to recriminalize the possession of certain small amounts of drugs, which was a major reversal from a move just over a year ago when the province had decriminalized small amounts of drugs such as heroin, fentanyl, cocaine, and methamphetamine. This is a part of a trend, too, internationally, beyond Canada, including in the U.S. state of Oregon, which made a similar move back toward criminalizing, small amounts of drugs after they had moved away from that back in 2020.
And this rejection also comes after weeks of heated political pressure, notably from opposition Conservatives. How are they reacting to this move? Yeah,
Pierre Poilievre, he wrote on X last night, kind of questioning how authentic the federal government was being with their move here. And I'll read you a part of his tweet. He said, after pushing to decriminalize hard drug use in public places, he, being Trudeau, is backtracking and hopes he can impose it after the election when voters can't stop him. Meanwhile, Toronto's Mayor Olivia Chow, she shared a letter that she wrote to the Prime Minister and the Premier of Ontario. She said, we have an opportunity to change how we approach this epidemic and develop a whole-of-society framework to meet health needs in a strategic, efficient, and cost-effective way that improves the lives of all residents. And she is calling for all levels of government to work together on fighting the drug crisis.
That's CBC's Albert Delatella.